Hey guys, Skis here, back with another Bitcoin video. So Bitcoin has done it. It's broken out. I really think now for sure it's confirmed. Last week was a bit sketch because it did look like it was breaking out, but then at the same time it got rejected right at the all-time high at 73K and was coming back down. So it maybe could have been a fake out, but no, I think it's for sure a confirmed breakout now on Donald Trump getting reelected as the United States president, which makes it even better. And that's really good for crypto because he's pro crypto. Um, he talks a lot about Bitcoin, and I think there's a lot of new pro Bitcoin people actually gonna be into the government now. So that's another really good thing. Another really good thing is Gary Gensler is getting fired, which is so good again for crypto. There's so many good things about crypto coming up. I really think that this candle, which by the way, this candle, his presidential election candle, was a 9% candle. And it also confirmed the breakout. So I think that's a pretty special candle. What I actually really like about this breakout is that when we actually got the breakout last week, we did get rejected at the all-time high, but all it did was take us down to double support. It took us down to the 67 level, around the 67K level, but it also took us right back to retest the 7 month period where we couldn't get above this yellow line of resistance. And we like basically perfectly retested off of it. So it was double support and we're getting a massive reaction from it. So I really do think it's a confirmed breakout. And now that it is a confirmed breakout, I don't know where we're going to go because there are no levels to do analysis on at this point, right? Like we could talk about these levels previously because we had like 7 months of data. We have no data this high ever. Bitcoin's never been this high. It's currently sitting at 75.5. We peaked at 76.4. And I just don't know where we're going to go. I'm pretty sure we're just going to start going up. I don't think Bitcoin would spend 7 months in consolidation for it to break out and then just do nothing again for a little bit. I'm pretty sure we're gonna move, even if we start like slowly grinding like last year. So if we take it back to last year, what we did in November, because it's already November, this was all of November from this candle right here to this part right here. So it doesn't look like much, but we basically went from 34K to 38K, 12% in November. That's not even bad. And then like we basically got a nice move in the beginning of December. So I think we might do something like this where we slowly grind up. If not, I think we're just gonna like really start flying up. And because I don't know where we're gonna go up before we find like major resistance and get some sort of pullback, I can't really talk about it too much. But what I can say is that we do know one level for sure that will most likely act as support when we use it, because I think we're going to use it at some point. I just don't know how high we're going to be before we come down to it. And that level, let me actually get to a clean chart. That level is the previous all-time high at 73.8. This level to me is the most obvious level on the chart that we can use at this point. And I think we're going to retest it at some point. And, it could be a while till we do. Like maybe like we do that slow grind that I was talking about and get a nice move or something. Maybe we're going towards like 80, 90K. And then we get a major sell-off and we use this level as support. That's just one scenario. I don't know if it's going to do that. But I think we will come back down to 73.8. I just don't know how high we're going to be before we come down. And so this is just the next area that I'm looking at because I don't know where to look at in, the upward direction. I think 80K is definitely on everyone's mind right now because, we've never been to 80K and we're like really close to it. We're already at 75.3 right now. So 80K is probably the next stop we're going to. I think that now what we have to really prepare ourselves, because I think this is a true, like we're going up, is to mentally be ready for when we get a major pullback. I'm not talking about like 5%. I'm talking about like 20%, or like 15 to 20%, right? For example, let's say we did come back down to 73.8 and it was a 27% pullback. I think that would be around 90K. higher than 90K. We'd be at, we'd be coming down from 92.4, and if we got a 20% pullback down to 73.8, I would completely be so bullish if we did something like that, which is insane, right? Because you'd probably think like, oh, it's over. Like Bitcoin failed to reach 100. Now we're back at 73.8. No, like that's when you like take the long. Like you buy this level if something like that happens. So that's really the only thing I can really say on the downside is that whenever we do get a pullback, a major pullback, I really do at least the first time expect 73.8 to be a level that Bitcoin comes to and it just gets a bounce off of. Even if it's a short-term bounce, I don't think it would be a short-term. I think you'd really hold as support and, allow us to go further up. But I'm saying like it could be a massive pullback, and that's really what I'm looking for. So yeah, guys, really, really good. It looks really, really good because the structure that we, made to even make this breakout was also amazing. All the news that's coming out is really bullish. I think there's a lot of momentum for Bitcoin, and Bitcoin can really move on momentum. And I think that now, if we were to come down and like it's actually over or whatever, it would have to be something absolutely like catastrophic. And I don't even know what it would be right now. So it just looks really good to me. And I think that we'll just have to wait and see how Bitcoin plays out, the levels that it's going to start building on that we've never been to before. So let's actually flip to the 15-minute chart. And this is a structure that I want to quickly talk about, is the higher low structure that Bitcoin does. And this is only the 15-minute chart, but when Bitcoin was moving really, really good, back here in November of last year, like during this period, it was doing it on the 4-hourly chart. So I'd like to see it start building on the 4-hourly chart, but since we just got the breakout, we can really only look at like the 15-minute chart. And it's just this structure of getting a nice move up, coming down, and slowly like getting ready for the next move up. And when it slowly gets ready for it, it does this thing where the lows are never lower. So this low and then this low is higher, these lows were higher than this low, and then we got the move up. And now we're getting a low, maybe we come down again a little bit, but this low, wherever this low is going to be, maybe it's here, maybe we come down a little bit lower, it's going to be higher than this low here. It's going to be higher than this one, whichever one it is. And then all we're going to be doing is building this structure where Bitcoin, and then like, kind of goes like this, and then like it gets another wave up. So that's really the movement I'm looking out for Bitcoin to do, because at the beginning of the year and the end of the year last year, like I said, that's the movement that Bitcoin was doing. And it was extremely, extremely bullish. And Bitcoin really went up a lot when it did something like that. I mean, it doesn't have to do that, but I'm looking at it right now just to see if it does. And yeah, it just looks really, really good right now for Bitcoin. So we'll see where we go. The altcoin market still actually, I actually got a nice... altcoins rallied pretty hard today if you look at Bitcoin dominance. But, all we're doing so far is finding support at 60%. So, maybe we start bouncing off of this, and that just makes Bitcoin, start going like this. So, really good, looking good, really exciting. We'll have to see how high we go. But I do think that 100K is going to happen. I don't know if it's going to happen before 2025, because now people are saying it's going to happen before 2025. I learned to not listen to that stuff, but I really do think 100K is going to happen, and it's going to feel really good when we get there. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.